Sometimes before I write a video, I want to put my thoughts down on a Word document as they come to me. And what ends up happening is I'll write a page of notes, and then I'll word it in just a way where it kind of captures the attitude and everything, and then it's like, oh yeah, I like that. And then it gets to making the video, and I don't want to deviate from what I've written, so instead of a flowing sort of elegant video, I end up staring at my screen just trying to read off what I've actually wrote beforehand. So I'll just do that, we'll get this over with. Okay, so this video is titled Obligated to Reject Evolution When, right? So you must be curious, right? When is it okay to reject it, right? Well, for some of you it'll be never okay, and for others it will always be the case that it needs to be rejected. But I'll give my 2 cents, right? I've recently been asked if I endorse evolution. Now, I would love to liken this question to something like, do you believe in gravity? But not for the reasons you might think. The fact is, we do not know what gravity is. It's a force we can measure, but it's an exciting topic, and there are competing and emergent theories which stress the importance of electricity, etc. And it's all very complicated and lively and engaging, but it's friendly. And it's friendly because no one uses gravity to advance atheism or theism or anyism, really. Stephen Hawking aside, that is, because he makes the case that because there's gravity, you know, it's some kind of, the universe will create itself. It's a terrible argument. Look up John Lennox's thoughts on that. But herein is the reason why the discussion about evolution is not so friendly. It's precisely because we use it to back atheism. If you listen to Marx or Nietzsche or Freud, they'll inform you that atheism has used evolution as a lubricant, if you will. You probably shouldn't. Okay, but I don't want to digress. Personally, I understand the theory of evolution. Okay, I understand it, and I acknowledge the scientific consensus about evolution. And I think that's where we all need to get to, that point where we all understand it and we all acknowledge it as the consensus from science, yeah, as a means of describing biological processes, right, and existing biological material. Okay, we should all get to that point, right? But I do not allow the science to do the unreasonable, right? And that's to eradicate the possibility of other explanations or fuel a hatred towards others. Now, the reason certain atheists press evolution in a manner unbecoming of humanity is because they feel as if they're wounding someone else's faith. Like, they'll take pleasure in sort of lauding it over a Christian, right? Now, there are atheists who are just generally concerned with people's understanding, and they want them to know the truth about a matter, and they want them to fully appreciate the science, okay? But there is a large community of atheists who just enjoy hurting people's feelings because they've bought into an us versus them mentality. And so they issue forth evolution as a death blow to God, which is ridiculous. And this sort of attitude says, do you accept evolution? If no, then you are a retard. If yes, then be silent and know that I hate you. You know, it's just a nasty discourse that goes on the side. We all know it's there, right? Now, this is when you're obligated to reject evolution, right? This is the penultimate point, if you will. It is okay, in fact you're obligated to reject evolution when it is submitted to you as the reason why God does not exist. If someone presents to you a theory of evolution as an explanation for the non-existence of God, you are obligated by reason to reject the theory of evolution because it's wrong. That theory of evolution that's been submitted to you is wrong. It's not scientific. It's anti-scientific. It's non-scientific. Okay, it's a mishandling of the theory. Okay, it's being misrepresented. It's being misapplied and wholly misunderstood. I'll conclude with a wee story. I've never read Hemingway because of how people treat his work. From what I've experienced, the literature is toted around like some exquisite caviar that's specially harvested for the most disgraceful of snobs. So the works become completely unattractive to me, downright contemptible. Knowledge puffs up and it just destroys people, who lack wisdom. I'll bet Hemingway is a damn fine writer, but if you want people to read his work, don't threaten or insult them with it, or condescendingly refer to it as if to say your knowledge of it makes you somehow superior, because that attitude reduces your status to less than dirt. And who ever heeded the counsel of excrement? All the best.